This Fred. Talk to me.
I've known Fred practically all of his life.
Pasadena to Atlanta, Georgia, 12,000 pounds. What they hauling?
Hello, do you remember me?
Yeah, I remember you.
His mother came to our church.
How you doing, big buddy?
He got out of school and decided he was going to spend his whole life in the criminal justice system.
You didn't change a bit.
I'm not going to change.
He worked his way up all the way to captain. He was going to make a great warden. When we started executions, I went to the warden and said, for the sake of the convict, I think we need to have upper-level officers who are trained and who will stay there the whole day. Fred was the one I wanted. He was in the death house 120 times.
I was a very strong supporter of the death penalty. This individual did that crime. The courts issued out the punishment. I was back there to carry out the final phase of it. And I wanted to work back there so I could help him. But I always tried to be with that inmate and let him know that there's nothing wrong with walking out. All you gotta do is follow me. I'll make sure you're okay. All I can do is get you on that gurney. I can take care of you from that point on. He'd jump on a gurney, we'd strap him down. It'd just be the chaplain and the warden and the inmate. That'd be my job until it was over with and the doctor come in there and he pronounced death. And then my job began again. And I had to take this individual that I talked to for the past 10, 12 hours off the gurney onto another gurney for a funeral home. I did what a man does. Go home, sleep, go to work next day. Put it behind you. It gets pretty hard when you do 2 or 3 a week. The only time that changed was Brad's Karla Faye.
With her appeals denied, Karla Faye Tucker will be executed at midnight for the 1983 pickaxe murders of Jerry Dean and Deborah Thornton.
It was so big, the media hyped her up.
I've always believed that the death penalty will deter death. I'm confident that we're executing the worst of the worst.
That lady right there come in there with her dignity. She know what she did was wrong, but she was saved. I seen it in that person. My strong belief that just to prove a point that they could do a female, they didn't have to do her.
Karla Faye Tucker, pronounced dead at 6:45. That was about.
I was just in my shop, and the news came on, and then it brought her back. But all the other inmates, it brought all them back, and it was just
Sherry called me. She said, Fred's sick. I said, okay, I'll be there. And he was sitting on the back porch just looking. When he said, I can't do this anymore. But he could not get through to the wardens what he was going through. And so they just chopped him to pieces. And they made fun of him, gave him weird duty, weird hours, and then one time he said, I think I'll just quit. He said, I'd rather die. Well, that's true. I'd rather die than keep on with this.
it hurts inside. But I believe that it's allowed me to grow. We all need to grow. We're never too old to.
And the first time I walked in the prison with him, you hear the doors